Justin Trudeau refuses to pull funding of Oxfam in light of the sexual abuse allegations against the international aid organization. And here, I thought Justin Trudeau was some sort of feminist. International aid organization Oxfam is being accused of burying reports that its workers had prostituted survivors of the Darfur genocide and the survivors of the catastrophic earthquake in Haiti. While the charity was working in Haiti in 2010 and 2011, their own internal investigation into allegations of aid workers using local prostitutes led to 4 people being fired and 3 others resigning, including the person in charge of the Haiti relief on the ground. And in 2006, former Oxfam staff alleged that prostitutes were repeatedly invited into the Oxfam housing facility in Chad for sex parties. One senior member of the Oxfam team in Chad was fired for his behavior at the time. Oxfam's former boss of safeguarding said teenage volunteers at UK Oxfam branches had been abused, and then overseas, staff had been trading aid for sex. Let's just say that again. Oxfam's staff were alleged to have been bartering donated help, medicine, and food. They were using aid as currency for sex. The woman making these claims, Helen Evans, said she reported the allegations to her Oxfam bosses, who ignored her, and she eventually quit. Evans said that 10% of the Oxfam staff in some countries had either been sexually assaulted by their colleagues or had witnessed some form of sexual abuse. Now, the sex scandal has prompted the resignation of the deputy head of Oxfam's UK branch. Actress Minnie Driver has resigned as Oxfam ambassador in protest. South African Nobel Peace Prize winner Archbishop Desmond Tutu has resigned as well as global Oxfam ambassador. According to Sky News, more than 1,200 people in the UK have cancelled their monthly donations to the troubled charity. British Prime Minister Elizabeth May has called the actions of Oxfam horrific behavior, and her government has just opened an official inquiry into the charity. But here at home in Canada, well, Canada flatly refuses to withdraw their funding and support for Oxfam. And Canada's support for Oxfam is no small pittance. On International Women's Day last year, Justin Trudeau and International Development Minister Marie-Claude Bibeau announced $650 million over 3 years to Oxfam to fund sexual reproductive health rights. We talked about this before, but that is the Canadian government giving over $500 million tax dollars to fund sexual health initiatives and abortions, including fighting global anti-abortion laws in the developing world, all dished out by Oxfam, an organization that knew about the sexual predators in their midst and did nothing more than fire them eventually. International Development Canada must be fully aware by now, because the news is everywhere that Oxfam staff were alleged to be taking those donations given to them by countries like Canada and trading it for sex from trafficked, genocide, and natural disaster survivors, and yet Canada refuses to withdraw funding. Minister Bibeau said she received assurances from Oxfam Canada that Canadian tax dollars did not fund any projects linked to the sexual misconduct allegations. Bibeau told the Globe and Mail, and I quote, "From that conversation I had with Oxfam Quebec and Oxfam Canada on their procedure or their processes, I was very satisfied with what I heard. I have no information that would be of concern to me." So Bibeau isn't concerned. Well, I find it pretty darn concerning that it appears Oxfam knew about their problems and either ignored them, as is alleged in the UK, or quietly tried to sweep them under the rug. I guess we're just taking the word of Oxfam now. The world doesn't even know the extent of the scandal that's still unfolding day by day. And even if Canadian funds didn't go directly to those tainted arms, location, or staff of Oxfam, it's the fact that this happened in such a widespread scale, with complicity all the way up to the top. It's tainted the entire organization. Canada's Liberals, they claim to be a feminist government. They're so preeningly feminist that they claim to be creating a gender-balanced budget now to go along with their gender-balanced cabinet. And the Prime Minister, He literally will not shut up about what a feminist he is all the time. Now, I'm not a feminist. I've never claimed to be a feminist. I don't particularly want to be a feminist, but I hear they are supposed to care deeply about the welfare of women. At least that's what they keep telling me anyway. And if that's the case, then why are the Liberals still funding Oxfam? And why are the folks of the Me Too movement, the Women's March, and the Time's Up Army completely silent while Canada funds an organization that operated an abuse ring exploiting poor women of color in far-off places? For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn-Reid. Are you like me? Do you live on your phone and you expect your phone to do everything for you? Well, then I have some good news for you. We've got a brand new Rebel Media app. You can find it on the Google Play Store or on the Apple App Store. Download it, give it a whirl, test it out, and take the other side of the story with you wherever you go.